Welcome to our online employee onboarding demonstration. So I'd like to start off by showing you what the employee will see. So we'll actually go into my inbox and you'll see that there's actually two different emails from do not reply at employerondemand.com. So they're going to receive two, and if they don't receive them to their inbox, make sure they check their spam. So first of all, the first one is a temporary password. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and copy the password and then go back to the inbox and go to the second email. So once in the second email, you'll see a link to the actual registration. So under number 2, you want to click here. And now it will bring up a box where you need to put in your temporary password. So put it in and hit next, and it will start the onboarding process. So as you can see, the first screen is a welcome message, and this will vary from employer to employer. And so what you want to do next is go down to the right corner and hit next. And so your next screen is actually terms of use, and this is to actually have the employee agree to electronic signatures and a few other things with the electronic forms. So then you're going to, by clicking this box, you're agreeing to the terms and you hit next. So we're going to start off with the basic employee information. So the employee is going to create their own username and their own password. And then they're going to retype the password. And they're going to click and create their security questions. And then they're going to put in their contact information. So some of it will auto-populate because we will already have it on file. So first and last name are already in there. And anywhere you see a red asterisk is where we need to make sure that the employees fill out those information before they go to the next screen. So we'll just go ahead and put this in. Select state. And we will just go ahead and put a phone number. And the email address will auto-populate. So we will go next. Okay, so it's actually coming up with an error that says the username already exists, so we're going to create a different username. And it will prompt you to retype your password. And let's hit next. Okay, so that screen's complete, and so the very next screen is direct deposit. So this is an optional screen. The employee can decide if they want to add a bank, and they put their bank name, routing, account number, and then type of account, and they get to choose between checking and savings, which is important, and they get the calculation method. So they can do a percentage of net and 100% if they just want all the net check to go to one account, or they can go to fixed amount if they want to put $25 into 25 or more into a savings account, and then they could do the remainder to the second account so that the rest goes to their regular checking. And so that's how you add that. So I'm not going to add one right now. So we go next. And so this next screen is actually your withholding, and this is going to populate on the W-4 information. So let's just make up some information now to go through the form. So what is your annual income? We'll just put in some figures. How do you file on your tax return? So is it single, married, or head of household? How will you file, or does your spouse work? Put yes. Can anyone claim you as a dependent? No. Do you have at least $2,000 of child or dependent care expenses? Yes. How many dependents other than your spouse? Just put 1. How many children do you have that are eligible for the child tax credit? Do you have more than one job? Is there an additional amount that you want held each paycheck? And would you like to claim exempt? And so we're going to go submit. And what this is actually going to do is it's going to pop up down here and it's going to fill this for you. So if you do choose exempt on number 9, you actually need to type exempt here. And so what we're going to do next is hit save and confirm federal W-4. And this is actually going to populate it onto an actual W-4. And so what we're going to do is you can see all the information goes on here, and then we are going to actually type our name down here. First, last, and the date is automatically in there. And then by checking this box, you confirm that you have read and accept this document. And before you actually hit submit, go to the second page, and it just wants to make sure that you viewed every page. So there's not actually anything to fill out on the second page. So now that we've viewed the second page, we can hit submit. And so this is electronically signing the W-4. And so once this loads, we're going to go to the next screen. Hit OK. And then we're going to go next. So next is your I-9. And so this is actually going to fill out the I-9 electronically for you. And so let's just put a citizen of the United States, save and confirm. And so this is actually going to populate onto the I-9 form for you, and you're going to sign it the same way you just did the W-4. And let's just let this load for a second. And here is the I-9. So it's going to fill out all the information for you. So what you're actually going to do is come down here and do the same thing but to sign the form. You can see the date's already on here. So I'm going to hit submit. And this is going to submit it electronically. And then hit OK. So once we're done with this screen, you hit next. And it's going to be the confirmation that you have completed the online onboarding. And now you can actually just click this button to complete the registration process. And so what that's going to do is now bring you up into the software where you have all the abilities that the employer has designated for you. So this is actually where you would do any edits to your direct deposit, to your W-4, and you can also view pay stubs. And at the end of the year, your W-2 will actually be posted here. So that's a quick look at the online onboarding process. So if you have any more questions, please get with your employer and have them contact us if they can't help you. Thank you for watching.